So did you know going into the military that you wanted to be like a Black Hawk pilot?
Yes, I joined with that intention. Um, I didn't know how to do it from the start, so I figured, well, let me learn how to work on them. So I joined as a Black Hawk mechanic.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what I was going to ask you because I was just enlisted. And
yeah, I was enlisted first. Yeah.
Oh man, so like thinking about like I'm like, how the fuck? Like, me as an enlisted person, I'm like, yeah, I couldn't just be like, yeah, I want to go in F-18s, but
Yeah.
you did it, and that's so badass.
Oh, thank you.
Like
It's tough. It's hard. It's hard to go fighter pilot. So like, obviously the Army doesn't have jets, but even in the Navy, like they don't have the warrant officer corps. And so they don't have that like technical expert track from enlisted to officer that the Army has. In the Navy, you have to like come in commissioned, right? Or you have to go to the academy, or like if you're in the Air Force, like I think the Air Force actually recently just brought back warrants. But anyway, the Army had this unique thing because of like Vietnam era and stuff where they needed a lot of pilots for air cavalry, where they needed a way that they could have these specialized pilots basically be born out of the enlisted crew. So like that was the way of becoming a pilot in the Army. So if you're enlisted, you can apply to become a warrant officer, and as long as you're not too old and you meet the requirements, you can go in, right?
So you kind of that's what you were doing. You were beelined right to that. You knew your whole
I was shooting for it, yeah. But I joined as a mechanic, and I immediately went to Iraq in 2011
as a mechanic.
As a mechanic, and doubled as a door gunner. So I was a crew member, and I would sit behind the pilots and man the machine gun that would point out the door
on a Black Hawk.
On a Black Hawk, yeah.
Fucking badass.
8 hours a day, like ring routes, flying around and staring at sand. And
what was like your first flight like?
Oh, my first flight was so much fun. It was like they called it a morale flight. So they would bring all the mechanics and just put them in the back and fly you around. And so that was like, I was just so excited. We were at Fort Bragg doing some training, and that's where I got to do my first ride along, basically.
Man.
And I was like hooked. And so when they said, we're looking for volunteers to be door gunners, I was like, me?
Yeah.
Like, I want to go, put me in, coach, like, yeah. So I was so excited. So you learn how to like work the machine gun, you learn how to like dismount it and convert it into an infantry version, which you can do. You can take the butterfly grips off, put the stock on, and then you can basically run with it if you need to, like if you crash and you need to use the machine gun.
Motherfucker.
Yeah. And it's a 240, which has replaced the M60. So it shoots a 7.62 by, now they're going to kill me for this, by 50? 7.62 by 50 millimeter, I think.
Wow.
I think.
Man.
Yeah.
Oh, and pardon me for like kind of fangirling over. You see, I like helos, and
yeah, they're fun.
When I was in the Navy, I worked with a P3 squadron, and then I was with F-18s, and I was AZ because I'm colorblind. So I was what that means is basically I was aviation admin.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And ultimately, like I just became like a librarian, right? And that's like literally what my job was. I was a librarian. And it wasn't so bad, it wasn't so bad. But I've always like loved helos. And I always said that if I went in, I think they had like HSL 42 in